This does not diagnose you with autism. Only I am allowed to do that. Boop, put that in there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. You tried it? You have AIDS? It diagnosed you with AIDS? That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. You already know the answers? You got cancer? What? Question 1 of 50. I just like talking to people. I don't know. This is mixed. This is mixed. You know? Because on one hand, sometimes I actually do enjoy talking to people, right? But they have to be saying something interesting. They have to be saying something interesting. If they're not saying something interesting, right? I don't like small talk. I really don't like small talk. I don't like when people are like, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, hi, blah, blah, blah. I think small talk is good, right? But I don't like doing it. And I also, I don't know. You like focus talk? Yeah, I like focus talk. I also don't want to like jump straight into like the deep end all the time. Sometimes I enjoy like the deep end, right? Like, so how do you feel about life? I don't really like when other people do that to me. So I know I shouldn't do it to other people because it's really annoying when people are like, I feel like it's condescending, right? I feel like they're trying to I feel like the people that do that think that they're like smart or whatever, and they're gonna like hyper analyze, right? They're the kind of people where they try to like hyper analyze you. I think arguing is actually really fun. I'm gonna leave this middle. I often rock myself or fiddle with my hands to feel better. Strong agree. I usually pick at, I use my index finger on my right hand to pick at the skin on like my thumb on my right hand. Other times, you know, like I pick at my cuticles and stuff a lot. I also like press my nail into my own skin and stuff. Just, yeah. As a child, I put most of the pressure on my front of my feet when I was walking. This one, when I was younger, I learned that wolves actually walk on like the front of their feet more than like the back of their feet, and I wanted to be like a wolf. I thought that was really cool, right? Instead of using your whole foot. And so I thought, wow, this makes me cool. I'm like a wild animal if I walk on with like the front of my feet. And it also helps you like get better grips and stuff on climbing and shit, right? And I used to play in the woods. You are a wolf girl? I was. Boop. When I get angry, I calm down faster than most people. Sometimes I have to pretend I'm still angry because I feel like it would make other people think I'm weird if I wasn't angry anymore. Do you guys ever have that? Like you're angry about something, right? But then, or like you're sad about something and then it just shuts off and you're like, oh, actually I'm fine. But then you have to like kind of like keep it going a little bit because otherwise people will be like, oh my God, what the hell? Sometimes I stay like angry at something for like way longer than I should as well. Like I'll lash out in anger at somebody, right? And then I feel like I have to continue acting as if I'm still angry with them. I have to like try and be mean and stuff and then like slowly let it fizzle out because otherwise they'll view me as like unpredictable or whatever. But why? Because if I'm like so fucking mad about this and then I'm like, but actually it's fine, right? Then it's like, how are they supposed to react to that, you know? I talk to my friends at a party the same way I would talk to my coworkers. I've never really been to a party. And also my coworkers are my friends. So I think I kind of just talk to everybody the same. Unless it's like I'm reaching out to somebody I don't trust for like a collab or whatever, right? If I don't trust somebody, then I try to put on like the more professional front or whatever. But in general, like I just kind of talk to everybody the same way. I just kind of talk to everybody the same way. It doesn't really matter, right? Like if you get offended or bothered by it, whatever, you know, you can just say so. You know, fuck you, whatever. Who cares? Just say it, you know? When I say balloon, I'm worried that it might pop. Kind of. I don't like balloons. I think balloons are really fun, but when you touch the balloon, it makes a really bad noise. It's making my ears hurt just thinking about it. And there is always that anticipation of like, it can just pop whenever. But I'm more worried about like people like handling the balloon and it making weird sounds. Being away from home for an extended period of time frightens me. I have this chronic fear that if I leave the country, war will break out in the country that I'm in. And then I won't be able to go home, or they'll like round me up or whatever into like foreigner camps or whatever, and they'll kill me, you know, shit like that. People have told me that can be obsessed about my interests. Yep, I have trouble understanding what people mean when they say they feel happy for someone else. No, because I understand what happiness is. Right? I know what it's like to be happy. So other people being happy, like, oh wait, oh, they say they feel happy for somebody else. No, I mean, like, you can be happy for somebody else. I hate the sound of fireworks, fire alarms, and or thunder. I don't like thunder. It stresses me out. I'm not, like, scared of it. Yeah, that's called empathy. Yeah, I don't like thunder. You know, like in anime and stuff, it's like the, oh, I'm so scared of thunder. Oh my God, senpai, hold me. Right? It's not like that. It makes me anxious. It makes me anxious. It makes me feel like I'm gonna die. But you like fireworks. I like watching fireworks. I don't like it when they go, as a child, I would often repeat words or phrases that were said to me. Yeah, I get in trouble for it. Expressions like raining cats and dogs and feeling like $1 million are confusing to me. Nope, I understand how language works. Even when I am paying attention in conversations, I do not necessarily look into the eyes of the speaker. I don't like looking at people's eyeballs. It makes my eyes hurt, and it doesn't feel right? Because you don't know how long you're supposed to like look into their eyes and stuff, and sometimes it feels like, I don't know, it feels like they can like read my mind and stuff, and I don't like it. Others have told me that I have problems managing my anger. I got told this all the time as a kid. I'm rarely worried about anything. I worry about everything. I worry about about everything. I cannot stand certain sounds such as those made by vacuum cleaners, drums, and/or busy traffic. I got a Roomba. I bought a $1,000 Roomba just so I wouldn't have to vacuum, chat, because I can't stand the sound of the vacuum. It makes me really angry. I don't like the sound of the vacuum. I don't like it. And then my bird's scared of the vacuum, so she starts freaking out. I don't like the vacuum. Also, traffic makes me feel like I'm gonna kill myself. I don't like it, especially when people start honking. It gives me so much anxiety. I generally avoid eye contact with others. Yes, I'm always in the same neutral or flat mood. On stream, I'm like completely different, right? When I'm not on stream, I'm a completely different person. I'm just like dead. I'm a robot. I'm a robot off of stream. When I'm not on stream, I'm just like, oh yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah, I'm an NPC when I'm not on stream. So we'll put that right here. I prefer to do things on my own rather than working with others. I recognize the benefit of working with others. I like when others actually do the work and I don't have to do anything, right? But I have two modes, and it's either I have complete control over something or I don't. And when I don't want any control over it because I can't have full control. So I hate it. I hate group projects. I hate doing things in groups. I need like very clear orders if I'm to work in a group. It is hard for me to sit still without tapping or fidgeting. I usually shake my leg, or sometimes I do that annoying thing where I pretend like I'm playing the piano and shit. Dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain is falling. Just to the world as it perish in flames. People have told me that I make repetitive strange noises and/or repeat certain words out of context. Yeah, I don't like that I make noises and shit. It's easy on stream, right? Like, woo! Right? Like, just being like silly or whatever, or just like repeating stuff, right? It's beneficial on stream. When it's not on stream, I look like a fucking idiot. I look like a fucking, like, 13-year-old high school LARPer or whatever the fuck. High school LARPer? I don't know. Like, it's weird. I almost always carry some special object in my purse or wallet that provides me with a sense of security, comfort, or control. Yes, usually I carry like a small little, like one of the Build-A-Bear buddies, or I have like this one little fidget cube that's shaped like a chameleon. I have that. I carry that around in my purse. I also have like a special like Animal Crossing pen I like to play with and shit. Yeah, I like the fidget toys and shit. I accumulate lots of facts on subjects and topics that interest me. Yeah, I think everybody does this. I feel irritated and or angry when I have to navigate uncertain situations. I do, but I also like forcing myself to do it. I'm gonna put that in hard agree, but I do force myself to. I do force myself to, because I feel like if you don't, you'll never grow. If you don't force yourself into uncertain situations and shit, you'll never grow. I often bump into things or trip over my own feet. Yep, I'm often beset by feelings of sadness every day. I have a tendency to hit or destroy things when I'm angry or stressed. I used to be like this. I used to be really like this, but I don't take. Because like I heard that the more like you do that, right? The more you do that, you're like conditioning yourself. You're conditioning yourself to keep doing it. But God, do I wanna? God, do I wanna? I'll agree. Okay. I sometimes have compulsive thoughts about being injured or having other bad things to happen to me in extremely specific ways. I'm constantly thinking of ways that I can mutilate and kill myself. I get temper tantrums where others cannot reach me. I don't think I get this angry. I don't think I get this angry. When I am having a conversation with someone, I prefer to look at the wall, at their shoes, or somewhere other than into their eyes. Yeah, I don't like making eye contact. The pact? I know the pact. I get obsessed with strings of numbers such as dates or license plates. Not really. I mean, numbers are fun sometimes, right? But not like I like 3. I like the number 3 and I like the number 5. I really like the number 5. I could just sit there and I could hold down the 5 key forever. It's a really cool number. The numbers, Pippa, what do they mean? Other than that, like I'm not obsessed with like dates and stuff. I enjoy parties. No. New social situations make me anxious. Yes. I do not like going to loud places like malls, markets, and amusement parks. I don't like being there. But I like getting access to the stuff that's there, right? Like, I like the amusement park. I like riding rides. And I like buying stuff at markets. And I like seeing the different shops at the mall. But my throat burns. My throat burns when I'm out and about, chat. Sometimes I start to dissociate. But usually, like, when I'm walking through, like, crowds and stuff, I get really angry and irritable. And my throat feels like it's, like, closing up on me. Too many people, terrible food, and the rides aren't that fun. I think carnival food is great. At parties or other social gatherings, I will usually stand in corners or close to a wall. Corner is the safest place. I have been described as having an unusual posture. Mama Ken used to make fun of me all the time for the way that, like she's like, oh, why are you slouched over? Oh my god, you little hunchback. Others have told me that I speak like a robot. Yep, Mama Ken used to scold me for that as well. I have certain routines or habits that I must follow. Yep, if I do not stream, I start to go crazy. And if I don't brush my teeth, I feel like my teeth are gonna fall out and I start to panic. I find it difficult to make decisions or act without guidance from others. Yeah. I like having like a clear plan. That's one perk about being in a VTuber company, right? Is I can be told to like do specific things and it makes me wanna hit quotas. I don't like it when it gets like super specific, like, oh, Pippa, stream this, right? Because then I get rebellious. But you can realize Pippa is allergic to normies. Yeah. I rarely experience happiness or joy. I'm gonna leave that neutral. I definitely have, I don't know, on stream, it's really easy to be happy, right? On stream, it's really easy to be happy. But when I'm off stream, it feels like, even if something good happens, I just don't feel happy about it a lot of the time. I don't know. Does that make sense? It feels like, I feel like my emotions are like bottled up and saved for later. And I just unleash them all on stream. You know what I mean? Dopamine overdose? And sometimes, like, I'll get, like, excited about something, but, like, I don't, like, know that I'm excited, but, like, I can tell that I'm excited because, like, I'm, like, shaking or whatever, right? I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this or whatever, but I don't feel, like, happy or I don't feel, like... Does that make sense? I feel like there's, like, a disconnect between my mind and my body in terms of experiencing emotion. That's depression. It is stressful for me to have to retain eye contact with others. Yeah, I fucking hate eye contact. I have a tendency to yell at people when I feel frustrated or stressed. Yeah, people sometimes tell me that I'm being rude in conversations, even though I think I'm being polite all the time. Others have told me that I have repetitive bodily movements. I don't even know what this means. I don't know what this means. Repetitive bodily movements. I was told all the time, quit picking at yourself. When I was younger, I used to scratch the back of my neck until it bled. And I used to get in trouble for that. I'd be like, Pippa, quit picking at your neck! That's a yes then? Okay. I scratch my foot and my legs now. I used to scratch at the back of my neck too much, but now it's I scratch at my leg and my foot. When watching movies, I do not usually look at the eyes of the actors. I don't know. That's different. That's different because they're not like... They can't see me. They can't see me, so it's fine. You know? I follow a set schedule closely and tend to avoid unfamiliar things. I do follow my set schedule, right? Like my stream schedule. But I definitely don't avoid unfamiliar things. I'm always trying new food. I feel like if I don't try new foods and stuff, or if I don't do like new experiences, then I won't have content to talk about on stream. You know what I mean? You know? I have to do unfamiliar things or I won't have more stuff to talk about on stream. You sleep at random times. I do sleep at random times still. For the content? Unironically, for the content. Soft, agree, or neutral? I'm just gonna leave it neutral. I'm very sensitive to noise. I am very sensitive to noise. I usually feel unhappy more days than not. Yep. Others say that I speak too loudly or too softly. I used to get in trouble for talking too loud. It was always, Pippa, use your indoor voice. And it made me just stop talking entirely. It made me just stop talking entirely. And then it was like when I'd be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, whatever. Right? You know? Used like very just like quiet, apathetic remarks, right? And then it was, yeah, okay, oh my god, Pippa, speak up, or you've been talking to me. Yeah. I've never been good at sports. I was pretty good at basketball when I was younger. I was actually pretty good at basketball. Your autism spectrum symptoms are very high. You have Pipkin.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.